What's up?
Oh my god.
Just kidding.
What's up, Gamer Squad?
So down here, no. The scissors are in the blue drawer. There's some colored drawers up here. There's different supplies in different drawers. So there's red, blue, green, yellow, and we'll be using this one a fair amount. So the blue drawer is where you'll find your scissors. And we'll cut out the main body panel first. So take your time with this. Try to cut nice and straight.
Wow.
And then in the rear ramp, we need to cut that first 75 millimeters. So we're going to cut some slits and just stop right there. Okay. And then the side skirts get folded down. And this is where you're going to be really glad you had that ballpoint pen, because it makes folding like a gazillion times easier. Okay, so there's the main body panel, and then you'll fold the rear ramp down a bit as well. And then we need 2 fins. One fin. Two fins and the scoop. So make sure you cut around the perimeter. Don't cut on the fold lines. That's why I wrote myself some notes right there, so I wouldn't accidentally cut that. And then this goes in the recycle bin. Scissors, when you're done, go back to the blue drawer, and then we fold on those lines right there. So I guess we could do that first, because that's one of the most important parts that a lot of kids get wrong. They'll put this in the wrong place, they'll put it in backwards, they'll put it in upside down. If you do that, your hovercraft is going to be no good at all. So you have to make sure that the 3 millimeter end is going towards the front. And the reason we did this is for 2 things. We did it for the angle, and we also did it so we have a place to put the glue. Okay, so I use tacky glue for this. And I run a bead. Tacky glue is just thick white glue. You just run a bead on each side of the ramp like that, and then you just lay it in like so, and just make sure, just think about what it's doing. If you need to visualize it, like flip it right side up and think about, okay, what's going to happen with the air when it rushes in. We want to bend that air down. Okay. Can you take over?
Okay.
He doesn't feel good. Okay, so that's all there is to that. You just want to keep an eye on it though as it dries, to make sure nothing falls apart or anything like that. Okay. Now the fins get glued inside the side skirt like that. So another bead of tacky glue on the inside like that, and just put that right inside the side skirt. Just make sure that the fin doesn't go below the side skirt. Make sure it stays flush. And then do the same thing on the other side. Run a bead of glue. And that goes right inside the side skirt like that. Now this is where we need our hot glue, and we really just need a couple of drops of hot glue. So the rear ramp goes all the way to the ground, so you'll want to hold that to the table and just put a dot of hot glue in the back and just wait, you know, whatever, 15 seconds for that to cool. And then you could do another one in the middle. And that's enough. You don't want to get too much weight back there, so I do the rest of it with tacky glue. I usually just do a couple of dots of the hot glue. So a dot in the back, and then a dot in the middle is usually enough. And then I just fill in the rest with the tacky glue. You don't want any air to leak out, so you should have a continuous bead of glue, and I should have waited a little bit longer for that hot glue to go off. I need to be a little more patient. I'm in a rush. Come on. Okay, I'm going to try that again. Just getting ahead of myself. I need to be a little more patient with the hot glue. So just hold that while it dries, and then after that sets up, that hot glue, then you can go back in and fill in any air gaps with tacky glue. And that's all there is to it for now. We will need to install a paper clip hook for the rubber band, but that's pretty easy. I don't really need to show that. I could show on the model here. So you're just going to, actually maybe I should just show it. You're going to take a paper clip, and this leg that's straight, you're just going to bend that down, and then you want to poke that through behind the air scoop somewhere, and try not to push it into your finger because that doesn't feel good. And then a piece of masking tape, or two, probably two. That will go. Keep that straight. It's going to go like that. And then maybe another one across this way. Okay. And then that's pretty much done. You don't want this to drag on the ground though, so you'll have to bend it back so that it stays below the side skirt, because you don't want that to drag on the ground, because that could be like a kickstand and allow all your air to leak out from under, and you'll lose that cushion of air. So you don't want your paper clip to hang below the side skirts. Okay, so now all I need to do is go back and fill in any air gaps with tacky glue, like so, and that. And then just as things dry, you'll just want to keep an eye on it, make sure things don't fall out of position, become loose, or anything like that. So that's it. Go ahead and push that button right